All right, so one of the real differences between somebody who does, let's say, execution, supervision, knowledge management, and strategy is this. So if you're qualified to do execution, you pretty much show up and you really don't know what it is that is the particular task. In fact, you probably need somebody to help you just make sure you're doing everything correctly. That's execution. So execution, the person is just simply responsible for activity, but not necessarily for the quality of what is the output of what they're executing. First layer. A supervisor key qualification is somebody who has the ability to also execute, but they also know what good execution looks like. They can be fed existing standards, SOPs, information, and they can kind of figure out how to actually qualify whether or not work or service is done correctly. That's a supervisory level. Now, when you're talking about a knowledge manager, you're not talking about the necessarily execution or supervision. You're talking about, are we using the right knowledge? Are we actually putting together workflows that make sense? So at that level, you're capable of executing, you're capable of supervising, but you're also capable of changing the formula. If this were, let's say, a music analogy, maybe the best example would be an executor would just be the player, the supervisor would probably be the conductor, and then the knowledge manager would be more akin to the composer, the person who actually writes and develops some music, okay? So when you're kind of at like a knowledge management level, what you want to be doing is you want to be using your brain to think more about what are solutions using knowledge to get the job done. If you're not, then you're asking, how do I do this and how do I do that? It's pretty much you still need somebody else to do the knowledge work for you, okay? So if you are moving, let's say, up from supervisory level to knowledge level, do practice here's the problem, what I think the problem is. Here's what I think my solution would be. Would you be able to verify if this is correct or not? Then other knowledge managers and strategists can actually then help you get the job done better. If you become a strategist, and when you become a strategist, let's say, then you don't need any advice or correction. You already understand the strategy, and you can prioritize knowledge. You know which knowledge at what time to use at what place, and so you don't need anybody else to tell you what to do anymore. Okay, that's it.